Hello, everybody, and welcome to Langhorne, Pennsylvania, to those two pit road officials from the Stone Mountain Race Memorial Speedway. Gotta rename that track at some point. I gotta talk to them about that one. But it is the Diddler Cup Racing Series. It is one of our 2-a-year tracks. The TTPR OFT SMR Memorial Speedway, Langhorne, Pennsylvania. Got a big race here. Playoff racing here in the Diddler Cup from Langhorne, Pennsylvania. My name is Chip Chapman, joined as always by two gentlemen on either side of me here in this rickety commentary booth, just overseeing the action. To my right is Lightning Lord Shivers.
Well, it's a great afternoon here. We are ready to start the second round of the Diddler Cup Race Series playoffs here at the whole lot of whatchamacallit 300.
Exactly. And, of course, big proponent of the brand that is sponsoring us today is the man to my left, Beaumont Jenkins.
I think it's going to happen there. I think we're going to have ourselves a fruit-based Rickabicka at some point here today. I gotta love these sponsors, man. I tell you. And by the way, and to my people south of the border, down there in South Tucson, Arizona,
and points south of that,
southern South Tucson, Arizona. I would like to say a happy Dia de los Diddler to all my rancheros.
Of course, happy that.
Los Bears to all my Canyoneros out there.
Happy Dia de los Diddlers for those who celebrate. Absolutely. We are here in Langhorne, Pennsylvania for the whole Lotta Buncha Bagel 300. There is a whole lot of bunch of bagels all around us here. We have been completely carbo loaded today. They have been supplying us with a whole lot of bagels. But
supplying us with the who, what, where, when, and why bagels.
Yep. And sometimes the how bagels, but you know, it's always who, what, where, when, and why bagels, and not how are the bagels. That's just me.
War bagel.
Anyway, war bagel indeed. War damn bagel. Well, we are going to get things going here at those two pit road officials from the Stone Mountain Race Memorial Speedway here in Langhorne, Pennsylvania. This is the second round beginning. First of three races of the second round of the Diddler playoffs. We're down to 12 cars in this field. We are here in Langhorne, Pennsylvania. There's the race info brought to you by Gum Booze. A full day's worth of drinking. Compounded, pounded, liquefied, congealed, and just smack dabbed into a single stick of Gum Booze chewing gum. Gum Booze, taste the alcoholism. Going 150 laps today. That's 112.5 miles on a 3/4 mile oval. It's some short track racing, boys, which is going to be some fun stuff. Pit window. Because of that, 90 to 94 laps, roughly. That's our estimate, which means one solo pit stop under green flag conditions. Cautions are on. And short track racing, that's the man to my right specialty from his racing days. Short track, so of course, going to be a lot of wrecking. And of course, who better?
A whole what's a lot of who's a what a dilly dally ding dong bagels here. I'm so excited.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to go ahead and head over to Lord for the keys to the race, brought to you by DiscountCondoms.com, the official online wholesaler of prophylactics and condoms and rubbers and whatever you want to call them. If you need a Jimmy hat, then you can get a full-on box of them. You buy them in bulk. Are they going to break? Probably. That's why they give you a lot of them. DiscountCondoms.com.
Fast told hot bike still on me here.
Yep.
You got two different pit lanes.
Yep.
One in front, one in back. You got one pit stop. Don't fuck this up. Remember the carbo load.
Don't make me suplex you.
Yeah. I don't want to give him the Heimlich.
Yo, I don't want, y'all, you try to suplex me, I'll DDT your ass on the floor.
We're thinking it's concerned. You want you choking on that. You know, you're choking on a whole bunch of hell of a lot of bagel.
Opium seats.
Yeah.
I got a whole lot of bunch of whiskey here on the seat here.
Excellent. That's going to wash it down. That's going to wash it down quite nicely. Well, those are our keys to the race. Again, a couple of things. Those are 30-degree bank turns on this short track. There are Like I said, only 150 laps, so there's going to be one pit stop we're expecting. As you can see on our camera, everybody's on the inside. Everybody's on the inside lane right now, but there are pit lanes, 2-lane pit road because of the small track. And as you can see, our Dongerex Injectapen pole award goes to Morris Mayfield in that 69 car.
Nice!
Woo!
Third career pole, his second this season. He is on the pole today in that 69 car.
Nice!
And that is going to be something to see. However, before we get things started, we're going to go ahead and remind you about our last race. The 300 miles of failure piles. Here's mud in your gas tank. There was mud in a whole lot of gas tanks on this. The Crocodile Mile, it was sloppy, it was muddy. It was just a bunch of issues. Joe John Winchester, defending champion, crashed out of contention. He ended up coming off a pit road, getting into it with the 8-1 car, and that spelled the end of his playoff championship hopes. We narrowed down from, and you saw, there we go, Jeff Gordon, the horse, getting smacked into by his own teammate there. Steve Thompson was your winner in the 17. He's not a playoff contender. But it knocked out. We knocked our crowd of 16 down to 12. And let's take a look at what they look at. These are straight up points right now. Bucket Duchesne is your leader going into the second round with Jeff Tanaka, Smiley Van Buren, Jean-Paul Henry, and Reverend Pastor Chavez in the top 5. Thibodeau, Giacomo, and Walker. The rest of the 8, because 8 will emerge from 12. And as you can see, the points are now getting adjusted for those who have been eliminated. And, of course, there is our race for 17th of the non-qualifying drivers. Again, it's as simple as you want to advance to the third round, the semifinal round, where there's only 8 cars left. You win the race, you're in. Of course, top 8 in the standings after 3 races. This is the first one of that. Will make it to the next round. We got ourselves a goddamn auto race about to happen, I think. I think both we
got a whole who's a dilly-dally, ding-dong, slam-a-lamma, bing-bong bagel of a race.
You know, I'm big. There's just a whole, like, I'm looking over here, and just in every place I can go, there's just so many bagels. Like, we're going to be carbo loaded. We hope you're carbo loading and enjoying yourself. Yeah,
fresh out the bagel shop. We taking it all the way to the final round of the Diddler Cup race.
Absolutely. Series. Well, let's go ahead.
You're clear.
Absolutely. Well, we have our official race prayer to go to in a second. It is Reverend Grace Hart of the Starch Methodist Church. Go ahead and give us our official race prayer.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Ah! Oh! Oh, sorry, I had a bite of my bagel and I forgot to pray. Oh, dear Jesus, please forgive me for not praying before I had a bite of my bagel and shrimp. Jesus! Thank you very much.
Amen.
Okay, nice and quick and to the point, but I always want to make sure you pray before you have your bagel, I guess.
I like services to get out in 20 minutes, like drive-through confession.
Oh, absolutely. That was nice, yeah.
Oh, man, same.
And we go to our honorary race starter. It is Richard Love That Bagel Schmear. He's a man just known as the Bagel Lover, which don't quite sound right to me, but hey, you know what?
That's kind of a local legend there.
I guess so. He's a local legend here in Langhorne, Pennsylvania. Love them bagels, and he's that is Richard Love That Bagel Schmear, of known as the Bagel Lover.
Hey, bro, what do you want to eat?
The souls of the innocent.
A bagel.
No!
2 bagels.
All right. Well, that's an interesting way to go about that.
Here. They got trick-or-treating tonight.
Yeah, they're very quick at this one. I'm not going to complain. They are going to go ahead.
Do you want a bagel in your McDonald's pail? Hell yeah, you do.
Absolutely you do.
Yeah, you want a whole lot of whatchamacallit, fantastic, bombastic bagels in your bale.
I want me a red, white, and bagel.
Well, here we go with our front row. Morris Mayfield in that 69 car.
Yes.
Alongside Paul Walker are on the front row in the 00 Niles Darby's car. He is one of our 12 in the playoffs at the moment. Paul Alcohol is on row 2 in the Cold Gin Fizz Ford, number 35, and Ennio Spree in that 28 wall-to-wall South car. Alcohol is also.
Fizz.
And on row 3, Steve Thompson, last race's winner, and Bucky Dushan in the Donkin Dunce America Run No Dun Ford for Bubby Motorsports.
Menu.
And on row 4, it is Ricky Walton in that 32 Temecula Dirt car, and Joe John Winchester in the 47 Just Guns Ford.
Just Temecula Dirt and only the dirt.
On row 5, it is Jim Blossoms in the Plasma Train Ford, and Jeff Shanice in the number 38 Jeff's Chinese Toyota Yaris.
That's not sweet and sour sauce.
On row 6, it is Smiley Van Buren and Hans Vaspulver Van Buren in the number 11 KFC at the Bones car. Hans Vaspulver in the 99 Slap Mark car.
Where America gets its chicken.
On row 7, Jeff Gordon the Horse in the number 8 Gunk car, and another playoff driver, Jean-Paul Henry in the number 40 Ludger Beer Bombs Chevy for DWI.
Gunk and make it boozy.
On row 8, it is El Matador Toto Rosanna in that number 75 Air Supply Pontiac, and Woo-Bye Bali in the 103 Hugger Oranges Pontiac.
They look so impressed.
On row number 9, it is Richard Blood, a pair of playoff drivers. Richard Blood in the Box of Wine 51 Chevy, and Reverend Pastor Chavez in that Yes number 33 Toyota.
Am I getting drunk tonight? Yes.
On row 10, it is Nikolai the Soviet Driving Bear in the number 2 car, and Mr. Naga's most glorious driver in the number 10 Toyota Yaris.
We cannot confirm the rumors that they paid for these ads.
On row 11, it is Petrol Top Off, this time sponsored in that number 90 by Trivia Gun, and Blario Blandretti in the number 22 Blappa car.
Trivia know-how.
On row 12, it is Fat Darrell in that 81 So Much Chicken car, and Kevin Boner Pillman in the number 15 Dongarex Injectapen.
So much throbbing cock.
On row 13, Giacomo, the number 4 Kiss War Machine, and Jeff Tanaka in the Jeff YE 88 car.
Well, kiss my Jeff.
On row 14, it is Triple X Macklin in the number 13 Florida Georgia Lime car for South Tucson Youth Motorsports, and Doug Pork in the All the Ham car.
The lime-zested ham.
On row 15, Bobrovsky in the number 1 Gray Bits car. Nice purple paint scheme today. And Thicker Richer Ketchup, sponsored by All Natural Chuggin' Butter.
Crypto Butter.
And on row 16, it's Bowie Jessup in that number 9 Gumboos car, and Big Daddy Thibodeau in the Tucsonade number 60 car.
You are a whole side of bitch meat.
Pace car is off. Lee Corso is ready to take a spin around this 3/4 of a mile. High banks, a lot of room to pass. It's short track racing. It's the Diddler Cup playoffs, y'all.
Thank a low bagel.
Yep, we're gonna doggo no bagel as well. And
Otanjobi Gozaimasu bagel.
Yes. And just straight up going through the cones is Lee Corso. He's like, screw this. Well done, Lee. He is off back on a pit road. We'll see him again if we have any cautions. I'm kind of on the fence. Do we want cautions? Do we not want cautions? We'll see.
I want to see some goddamn auto race. I want to see some drivers run into each other being stupid hell, because that's the playoffs.
Absolutely. Playoffs, round 2, getting started, and let's go diddling. It's a goddamn auto race.
It's a goddamn bagel race.
Goddamn bagel.
Bagel, war damn bagel, roll damn bagel.
Spend my money on bagel.
Kaiser Roll Tide War Damn Bagel. There it is. And Morris Mayfield alongside Paul Walker right behind him. Morris Mayfield got, well, what else could be considered the whole shot on that one? He just zipped off for the races, followed by the 28 and the 35.
Favor there. Mayfield got his whole shot and Paul Walker got his. All it begins well, ends well.
Yep.
That's right.
We'll see.
It's a mutual agreement between these two to go lead the race, one after another, just swapping ends.
Maybe so.
Sounds synchronized flunking.
Well, again, 5 points are important. These points are going to start, adding up, and 5 points for leading the race will matter if Paul Walker can get in front of the 69 car and go ahead. Yeah, and then I'm looking to see. There's definitely a low groove today. We're seeing they're kind of just coming off the turns and finding a good line to run. There's not a lot of passing just yet, but we're going to have to see how this works. Looking at Bucket Dooshine right now in that number 55 Duncan Dunce car. And
Bagel was kind of a little uneven there, a little high on one side there, but overall, enough to spread your smear on.
Well, exactly. That's the beauty of every bagel is unique in its own little way.
I'm a myself, but I will enjoy a bagel when I get one.
Of course.
You put pimento cheese on your bagels?
What's that?
I haven't before, but I'll think about it.
Pimento cheese on a bagel.
What about a glazed bagel?
What about a peanut butter and jelly bagel?
What about, is a Cheerio a bagel?
Yes.
A Cheerio is just a really tiny bagel.
Yeah,
I hadn't thought about it.
Stale bagel.
I haven't thought about it either. It's like a bagel cracker.
But if you think about it, doesn't that mean that Cheerios are nothing but little tiny bagels?
Yeah.
And that bagels are just a giant Cheerio.
Is a pretzel a bagel that tries too hard?
Man.
Damn, that's a good question. I could go for some pretzels right about
I know, yeah.
Hurt
We can get
my
some pretzels.
head.
Go for one of them
My
like.
damn head.
I could just go for like, get me like a bag of like sunflower seeds, but instead it's just a little bits of salt that they put on those like soft pretzels, and I'll just start chomping on that for the rest of the race. I'll be good. We're already 10 laps in. We're already 10 laps into this 150-lap race, and Paul Alcohol has moved into third place ahead of Ennio Sparini in that 28 car. Walker and Alcohol.
I remember this one time my cousin put bath salts on a bagel. We didn't see him for days.
There's your problem right there, yeah.
Don't like the sound of that. I
Yeah.
like the sound of these engines going around here.
You guys remember the time when everybody was worried about bath salts? That was a funny time.
Oh man.
People ain't worried about bath salts no more. It's actually about viruses.
That's right. It's all about making sure you get the vaccine. So
Yeah.
that way you have plenty of bath salts in your body from all the sodium.
Absolutely, it's that simple.
It out there.
It's just science. It's just science, I'm telling you.
Virus can't survive without water.
Yep. You gotta
oversalt your bagel.
absolutely. You gotta starve and you gotta parch that sumbitch. That's how this works. It's that simple. It really is that simple.
You want to talk about simple? How did Steve Thompson win the race? Well, it's simple. He just went to the front and started winning the race.
Yep.
I mean, they call it the Dead Sea for a reason. Nobody lives there.
Yeah.
Nobody can live there.
You sure can try.
About East-South Tucson.
Yep.
No, that's the Death Sea. That's the rock quarry down in southern Tucson.
That's exactly. That's the Death Sea.
That's where at least 15 teenagers died in a single weekend because it was hot that day.
Yeah, bless their hearts.
Yeah, especially when they shot out of their chest there by hitting the jagged edges.
Yeah, you don't want to. That's
bad. That's
yeah,
bad.
Can't make too many. Of course, thoughts and prayers out to the people over there. But absolutely. Looking at Jeff Gordon by horse. He's sitting in 13th place. We're kind of just going through the field, getting an eye on what's going on, how this race is shaping up. These cars are going at 151 plus miles an hour around this track.
I'm impressed. They're settling in a rhythm here.
Yeah, they absolutely are.
A steady rhythm. They're not taking too many chances early on.
And Alcohol's finding Paul Walker pretty close. He just got right up on that. And there's a little bit of gap right now. I don't know. It's a little too early to say if we're going to see this. And, of course, who knows what can happen. But there's starting to be a gap between 4 and 5. Sparini is not too far from the lead 3. And Steve Thompson in 5th place behind that. Going to be interesting to see how this works. So far, Morris Mayfield has led every lap of this race. So
he's looking commando.
He is looking very good. He's going commando, absolutely. No, he is not. Absolutely not.
What about watch your behind?
Yeah, he's got Well, he's got to worry about it for 4 hours or so. Or sorry, 15 minutes. That's the other brand. That's the Viagra. My bad on that one. The Dongarex injector pen gives you a good 15 minutes of loving. Of course, part of that time does come when you've cleaned up all the blood and wait for the pain to go away. Because I mean, you're just straight up stabbing yourself in the dick with an EpiPen type thing.
You're stabbing yourself in the dick.
Maybe it is like the vaccine there. I mean, you get a little prick and you got to wait there for 30 minutes.
Pretty much. That's how it works. But get the vaccine is what I'm saying. Get the vaccine and then get you some chicken because you know what? You earned it.
Waiting 30 minutes for some unpleasant prick is just how I described my experience trying to break into Arca a couple years back.
Yeah, that's fair.
I remember this one time I went into this place, I got what they call the Philosopher's Bagel. You ever heard about this?
No.
Really opens up your mind there. You can't order in there, it always has to go, and you always have to get it with cream cheese, because they say you can't spell bagel without bag and without jail. And I've been a changed man ever since.
Whoa. Man, that's great.
My head hurts again.
Yeah.
You want some of this whiskey?
My nose bleeding. Hope my nose ain't bleeding. Feel like that's the kind of thing that makes my nose bleed. But all right, we're good.
25 laps to go. I got
25 laps
to go
into this race. Yeah, 125 to go. We are going through this one fast. Looking at Bucket Dewshine. He is one of the playoff contenders. He's leading the playoff standings right now.
Maybe it's that documentary I watched on Netflix with that small girl, 7-Eleven, whatever her name is.
Oh yeah. That's what the thing is. Yeah, that is a documentary, by the way. That's true.
That's a true story.
I think I had a cousin who lived in a town nearby that
We
place.
ain't racing in Indiana no more.
No, we don't race in Indiana. You kidding me? No.
They won't allow us to.
No.
Now, granted,
They're scared.
that is not
Indiana is scared. I'm saying it right now.
Just because we are prohibited from racing in certain states does not mean that we will not attempt to race in certain states.
Yeah, looking at you, Daytona. I mean, place where we could have possibly raced.
Yeah, I mean, hypothetically, we could race Daytona if we wanted to, but you know, that would never happen.
Nah, of course not. That's crazy. Only crazy people would try to break into Daytona International Speedway.
Well, not staying to Indiana first. That's why they call it Indiana.
Oh, there you go. That's makes sense. Always makes sense. All this time I've been pronouncing it Indinia, and that's my mistake. And I apologize for anybody I might have offended by mispronouncing the state.
As there is a deep drive into the corner by Morris Mayfield,
Yeah,
it'll
he is
be
looking
30
good.
laps in the books. And
He's led every single one of them.
He's led every single lap.
I heard they're branching out there. They're making Bagel Boy jeans.
Oh, there you go. That's the go. Well, you know, I mean, when jeans are on a bagel, you can wear bagels anytime.
I love
turn
our
your jeans
sponsor
into
today.
jorts.
It's one of my favorite sponsors, Brock Paper Bagel.
Yeah, it's a whole lot of bunch of bagel 300 here at those two. Yep, whole lot of bunch of they are supplying us with a whole bunch of bagels. They just brought in like two. Yeah, you ever see like them playing cards, like them playing Texas Hold'em on the television, and they basically like when there's down to two people, they bring all the money, like the prize money, and they just dump it onto the poker table as if anybody gave a shit, like just making a mess and giving the dealer agita and shit. It's kind of like that. They just showed up and they had a couple of tables and just poured bagels everywhere. The pit road is the same way. They are starched up and ready to go here.
Speaking of starched up,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you got me talking with my mouth full again.
That's all right.
Is it the envelope? Oh, shit, it's it.
Oh, hang on. We got
Get
it.
out of a bagel!
Is it? We're at lap 35.
It's a parts unknown on auto parts. All the lap of the race talks about parts unknown on auto parts.
There you go. Please, yeah, I was gonna say chew through the sponsor read. Please, just chew through it. You can do it, man. Well, that is the parts unknown auto parts. Unknown lap of the race is now known. It is lap 35 of this 150 lap race here at Langhorne, Pennsylvania.
Where you can get yourselves a replacement cigarette lighter for a 1989 Planters Peanut Mobile.
Wow, the rare, like 1 year made Planters Peanut Mobile.
I've seen it.
They had to recall that They had to recall it. They only made it for 1 year. They had to recall it because everybody was allergic.
They did. They had to sign off on an epic pen.
That is one epic pen, yeah. That's fair.
But enough about the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile.
Yeah, fair enough. You know, I'm surprised. More food should have vehicles that look like the food. That's what I'm saying, all right?
God damn it, gentlemen. We need to make ourselves a bagel. We need to make ourselves a bagel 4-seated coupe.
Yeah.
No, we need to make ourselves a damn steak-sized 7-seater sport utility vehicle.
Absolutely. I want a box of Cheerios on wheels, okay? That's all I ask for. They're like little bagels.
They just roll down the street there.
Yeah. The wheels could be Cheerios.
If Elon Musk can make the Tulsa, surely he can make a motorized bagel.
Exactly.
Hey, I want to drive an Oscar Mayer Wienermobile, but I want one of them glizzy grippers on it here, because I don't want people looking at me funny when I'm driving an Oscar Mayer Wienermobile. Paul's trying to make a play for the lead.
He is trying to make a play for the lead. He's just passed Paul Walker about a lap ago, and he is right on the bumper of the 69 car.
Nice.
Morris Mayfield has led every lap so far. Paul Walker has not made his chance to lead a lap. So Paul Alcohol is just coming by and looking for 5 big points. Paul Alcohol is coming into this race in 12th spot.
He's coming fast.
He is. He's starting the play. He's starting the second round in 12th place. Only 4 points out of safety. Remember, the top 8 will move on, and 5 points alone right here. He's going to try to make the pass. Next lap, if he can do it, he can make it. He's going to go ahead and do it. This is excellent. And Morris Mayfield is giving him a good race, but he is letting him go by. And as they come around, let's see what they got. Yep, Paul Alcohol is your new race leader at lap 45. That is going to be 5 big points, and that is enough. Coming into today, like I said, Alcohol was 4 points out of safety. 5 points right there. That's just enough for it. So he is.
Oh my God.
It's going to be so close these next 3 races. Any mistakes, any little way you can get a little couple extra points. You lead a single lap, that is 5 big points. Those can make a difference. He is, yeah. Well, Alcohol is.
It's like that one hole in mini golf you fuck up on, and that just ruins your entire round.
Absolutely.
Like you can't recover.
And look, you know, I've been there before. I understand it. I've played mini golf, and I've had a great round, and then suddenly I put up like a 9 on a hole, and all of a sudden the manager's like, "Sir, this is my office. This is not an actual hole." And all of a sudden, like, I got to pay for some broken windows.
You don't even have to go pay for your damn windows if all you do is just throw hands with the next person tries to give you attitude.
That's true.
At the mini golf. Now, granted, there may be a non-zero correlation between me not having played mini golf in a while, me being banned from most mini golf establishments in the state of Arizona, but that's neither here nor there.
Look, I don't see anywhere in the rules of miniature golf that you cannot do the following things: throw a punch, bring an air horn, or just take the ball and roll it yourself.
That's right.
I remember one time I had to fight a little kid because he tried to steal my ball.
Well, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do, man.
I gotta protect my ball.
Absolutely, you gotta
over
protect
there
it.
just runs after it, picks it up, and I'm like, "Hey, you get back here, you little shit!"
Absolutely, defense.
You
We're
tried to steal
playing
my game.
miniature.
They gave you one ball for a reason.
If it ain't a sport, it ain't a sport if you can't play defense. And I'm saying there should be more defense in the sport of golf, the king sport. You know, someone's just trying to kiss that egg into its home. I want to come up behind him with an air horn. Just saying. It's a thought. Think about it.
I think there should be at least one round where you get to just smack your friend's ball 80 yards the opposite direction.
Yeah.
Then you got to hit your second shot from Wendy's.
Absolutely. You know what? They gave you the golf cart. Why can't I just hit my ball into that, drive the golf cart to the hole, and then suddenly just kind of let it off there?
Why can't I use my golf cart as a means to try and deter other people from taking their shots.
Why can't I use my golf cart as an obstacle?
Okay, so I know
see the issue.
The reason some of us, it's why we're banned from country. It's because we've been banned from these country clubs, and I think some of our licenses have been revoked for the moment. That's probably why. That being said, you ever see in baseball where they have like the
door that was open on the go-karts was an exit.
Exactly.
And you can't tell me I can't use a golf cart, a go-kart as a golf cart.
Look.
That has cart in it. They're related.
So here is my thought. Here is my thought. You ever see baseball when they actually go and they have another pitcher come in and they bring him in on that bullpen cart where it looks like a baseball?
I only watch baseball when I could sing my song from the Knowles games.
All right, fair enough. But it's a thing that happens. They have it's a bullpen cart shaped like a baseball. Why don't we get golf carts that look like golf balls, and then we just make the holes a lot bigger, and then you gotta drive the ball into the hole. I mean, it's called a driver anyway. Why don't you just use it and actually drive the ball into a hole? There's not enough driving of cars in golf, and I think that's what we're just trying to help. We're just trying to help the PGA out and the UPG.
I just think driving ranges need more targets. Like,
yeah, that's
you
the
put
thing.
up a driving range, like a pop-up driving range in like a housing complex.
Yep.
You take my damn money, thank you.
I
Absolutely.
need to reimagine the idea of a driving range and just have it be a range where you do burnouts in your car.
Yeah.
I'm willing to bet I could whip that big old Bryson DeShing Shong's ass.
Oh, that tubby dude. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to whip the big golfer's ass in burnouts.
Absolutely.
Speaking of whooping ass, Paul Alcohol just broke out a 2-second lead.
He's got a 2-second lead over second place Morris Mayfield. We're seeing the field start to split. He's dealing with some lap traffic right now. That is Big Daddy Thibodeau, the first car he is going to try to put down a lap in this race. And Thibodeau, another playoff contender, and he just got the hell out of Alcohol's way right there. 62 laps in, and he's looking for Doug Pork. Went from Tucson-Aid to Pork.
I'm glad he got out of Alcohol's way. It wouldn't be the first time there. I mean, he's sponsored not only by Tucson-Aid, but by his best friend on the AA circuit.
Oh, that's that guy. Forgot about him. Well, that's Big Daddy Thibodeau we're talking about. He is in last place in this race. Not going to look good for his playoff chances. Just started the back of the field, so must just not have had a fast car this week. Lord, I'm not going to assume you did anything or messed with anything or maybe sent any sort of like things to the hotel or to the pit stall or the...
I don't even bother with that, man. I just come here down there and watch the damn race here.
Yep, fair enough. Fair enough. Well, Morris Mayfield had 69 cars in second place, 1.3 seconds away. But this is going to be interesting. We're going to see how this plays in. All these lap down cars, not just all the ham car, the 8.3, but Thicker Richard Ketchup right in front of him in the 8.2 car, sponsored by the Mouthfeel brands of sauces, condiments, and spreads. Today it's sponsored by All Natural Chuggin' Butter. And I gotta say, there's no better way to wash down a whole lot of Buncha Bagel than with some All Natural Chuggin' Butter. It's butter that is made for chugging.
That's right. It's the only butter that is made for chugging. And it goes straight from bagels.
I mean, look, you can chug any butter if you're not a coward, but this is butter that has been made, designed to be chugged.
It is churned and burned.
Yeah, churned and burned, exactly. It comes in both salted and unsalted.
Now, this ought to be interesting because I just seen around the last lap that, well, he's in the picture now. Morris Mayfield's trying to catch back up.
I was just going to say, look at that interval just going down as we got lap traffic to contend with. It's not as easy. Paul Alcohol's looking great in front of that clean air, but once he had to start catching up, it was not looking good, and he is catching up.
The pits.
Yep. But he is, it's going to be interesting to see what happens here. 35, 69, 00, 28. Nice. Those are, that ain't your bingo score. That ain't your bingo card. Those are that's your lead pack right there.
Oh, look at this. Paul Walker's trying to get underneath Morris Mayfield.
Yeah, he just got. He's
awesome.
That's also awesome. And yeah, Paul Alcohol again. Look at all that laughter. He got past Doug Pork. He's now contending with Thicker Richard Ketchup, and these cars don't necessarily need to get out of the way. It's more of just it's more of an understanding thing to do. It's. I don't want to sully this broadcast with a word like sportsmanship, but it is a thing that
sportsmanship.
Exactly.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know.
I thought he was a fighter pilot.
Yeah, it's a type of boat, I think. The sportsmanship.
This ain't no damn boat racing. This ain't me out here causing a domestic disturbance on a jet ski.
Is it still a DWI if you're on a jet ski? Asking for a friend.
Look, if I want to throw back a few brewskis, on my jet ski with the stereo turned all the way the hell up,
absolutely.
Why can't I do that?
Yeah,
I mean, you realize how many ultra super late model, quarter mile, early model titles that I've won? I should have the privilege to do that. Because this is America, goddammit.
They should be asking you.
But also within their jurisdiction, because that is technically international waters.
Yeah, there you go.
The borders of the United States of America do not go out into the ocean. I figure if you're in a body of water, you are free to do whatever shit you want.
We need to have a race in international waters, y'all.
We can do it. Put it on the oil rig.
We'll figure it out. We'll make it work. We'll figure out a way to make it work. We'll talk to one of them Russian teams or something. See if they got some oil they can offload and give us a.
What about Driving Island?
Driving Island. Drive Island is real. In my mind.
It's an inflatable race course.
Oh, I'm liking where this is going. I'm liking where this is going.
High bank turns. Maybe a few bagels in there. Maybe a lazy bagel river if you want to get adventurous.
We're good. I mean, yeah, what's an inner tube if not just a large, inedible bagel?
A whole half, quarter, eighth mile bagel. Yep. Sponsor of this great race.
Absolutely.
One side of the oil rig to the next. Do drag race style if you want to do it.
Sure. Talk to RuPaul about that one. That's fine.
You can do whatever the fuck you want because it's international waters. There ain't nobody sponsoring it.
I'm liking how this is sounding. I'm really liking how this is sounding.
You want to jump out of your car and kill somebody? You got no problem with that.
I mean, we might not like that because we have a set roster of drivers, but I mean, hey, look, sometimes you just got to settle things on the track, and sometimes that track needs to happen in international waters where everything is legal.
It's what Kevin Ward Jr. would have wanted.
Yep. I mean, no one's saying you have to bring your car. I guess we can't really enforce Diddler Cup rules in it. If you want to bring like a plane, a helicopter, they'll probably go faster. I don't think we can stop you.
Maybe have like a four-way stop there. Maybe we go red light, green light, and then red light, and then green light. But if you go on the red light, then you're out. And we have to dump your car in the ocean.
I feel like I've seen something recently where they kill people for that, and I'm not too sure I want to be involved in that sort of business. But I'm liking the way you're thinking.
The prime times editions of Price is Right.
Yeah,
absolutely. I think my nephew was
they don't fuck around. Once the Price is Right goes after 8 p.m., they don't fuck around no more. You know, you bid over, they kill you.
Bob Walker stops wearing pants.
That's when Drew Carey just busts out his tire iron.
Yep.
That's when it becomes whose price is it anyway.
Yeah, there ain't. Plinko is a very different game. There's not a $0 spot. There is a we hit you in the head with a hammer. The actual you become the actual yodeling guy. You fall off an actual mountain if you lose that game. They don't fuck around at primetime Price is Right.
That's why it's
$370 for a toaster.
It's more like You Bet Your Life, but that was an actual show that existed and probably didn't kill people.
I think they got reruns of that over on Sports NAS.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Sports NAS, of course, that is the number 90 car driven by Petrol Top Off in 20th place right now. Today being sponsored by one of the many programs on Sports NAS, Trivia Gun.
Oh, so it's like a Russian equivalent of Primetime Price is Right.
Basically, I think. I mean, it's got all the things you want. Trivia and gun.
Oh, man, that's
my kind of game show. It's my kind of game show. Trivia, gun.
That's right. You got your trivia and you got your guns. I mean, nothing more American than that.
Pretty much. You know, they might as well. The Declaration of Independence might as well just be a dang answer sheet for pub trivia. That's all I'm saying. It's basically the same thing.
It should be an answer sheet for open carry night at the pub trivia night.
Open carry night, yeah.
Every night is open carry night at pub trivia down in South Tucson.
And they don't tell you what you can carry. You can carry whatever you want. It ain't just like weapons. It's like you want to carry like a giant like foot-long sub in there, or one of those like 6-foot party subs. Like, look, they serve food in there. They don't want you to because they want you to buy food at the establishment, but, like, they can't stop you. It's an open carry. My choice is to openly carry. And I'm going to openly carry.
This one time I saw somebody with a ferret and a gun holder, and he was feeding them crackers.
That's adorable. That sounds adorable.
Then the ferret had his own gun.
92 laps into this race. Paul Alcohol is still your race leader. Has been leading since about 45 laps in. It's been, and he is going to go ahead and pit, just as you say. Beaumont calling it. Here is the pit window opening up.
Philosopher's Bagel, baby.
Yep, coming onto there. That is Paul Alcohol. Morris Mayfield's in there. Paul Walker's going to stay out and lead the race for 5 big points. So that is a smart strategy right there. And this is a huge, huge moment. 5 big points for Paul Walker. Reverend Pastor Chavez still out there. Ricky Walton is now in second place. I think he just, because there's now starting to cycle through. We're looking at our lead, what was our leader, Paul Alcohol. That is Ennio Sparini coming off pit road. And he just got into it with somebody. That's Hans Vospover. Caution's out. Chaos rules, y'all.
Almost wrecked the car.
Ennio Sparini has just brought out a caution.
I'm going
in the middle of pit stops. In the middle of pit stops. Oh, that was Jeff Tanaka. That wasn't Hans Vospover. My mistake.
Oh my God.
So we're gonna see what has happened there. Both that blue and orange car. My mistake. Caution is out. Lee Corso is back out on this track. Ricky Walton is currently your race leader. Paul Walker has pitted. He is in 5th place right now, but there are cars that have not pitted yet and will need to. And this has thrown the racing order into one big tizzy. We're going to see how this looks. This is what happened. We kind of saw it. We're going to get a better look at it now. Ennio Sparini leaving pit road. Jeff Tanaka coming onto pit road. And they made contact. That was what we're saying. There's just that dual lane pit stop. Jeff Tanaka came into this race in 2nd place in the playoff standings. It is tight as anything. That's a huge hit. You're absolutely right. So the racing order right now is all over the place because there are just cars everywhere. The racing order is going to get sorted itself out. Anybody who's a lap down is going to get on an inside track here. Dual what's it called? Dual start.
Like a double wide restart?
Double wide start. That's what it is. Yeah, double file start. But we're kind of just, this is all kind of shaking out for us right now. We're about to see what might be like a 55, be a 53 after this lap sprint. But pace car staying out there to kind of get everybody in control, get everything figured out. I mean, gentlemen, half the field pitted, half the field didn't under green flag. So that's just
right.
Look at this now. Like Paul Alcohol's in 16th place. Ennio Sparini is in the bottom 4. He's not even on the screen now. Paul Walker's in 4th. And who was the other one? That was, the Morris Mayfield in the 69 car. It's 20th now. Not nice for him. That is the chaos that a caution can breed. Right now, it's showing our racing. We got a couple of playoff drivers in the top 10. Jean-Paul Henry running in 2nd right now. Reverend Pastor Chavez in 3rd. Paul Walker in 4th. Smiley Van Buren in 6th. Petrol Top-Off in 8th. Kevin Boner-Pillman in 9th. A bunch of playoff drivers who have just... fortune favors... Well, in this case, it favored those who waited on caution. We're going to see. There was something else that seemed to happen in... Okay, this is in the pits. That is Thicker Richard Ketchup coming off. That is Bobrovsky coming off his pit and just tapping.
Yeah,
so that is
damn wrong car.
Yeah, that's not too bad. That's not going to put any of them out of this race, but that's just something worth showing that it happened on the pit stops during the caution just now. So it looks like we're going to get ourselves. It does. It is very interesting right now.
We see Mario Andretti up at the front of this field. It's been a while. It's had some ups and downs here. But Andretti's been looking competitive. It's a shame he's gotten stuck lap down because he always kind of excels a place like this.
And here you see, that, by the way, is Blario Blandretti. Yep, you're seeing there's all of our lap down cars just kind of hanging out down the inside there. We're seeing Nikolai the Soviet.
You remember when you shit yourself outside the huddle house? Don't you wish you had some of them restarts?
I do, actually, and it is about to be a restart. That's why I don't go to Waffle House no more. I don't go to Huddle House, that place no more. Shit my britches once.
I'm sorry to bring up that time you shit
That's all right. Shit your britches once. Fool me once. Shame on. I just don't want to shit my britches in public at a Huddle House no more. So that's why I don't go there no more. So it's Waffle House or go fuck yourself to me. I don't even know what a huddle is. In the breakfast terms.
Adult diapers.
Absolutely. Well, again, this is the restart. Restart your bowels with Restart adult diapers. Because you always want to be number one. You just got to watch out for number 2. 100 laps. And we're seeing, and these are the cars that did not get a chance to pit. They're actually pitting under green flag now.
Assholes, get down. Damn, what are they thinking?
They had a chance to pit. Everybody dumb as hell today.
Everybody dumb as hell. We love Paul Walker's back out front.
He sure is. He did take that pit stop. Paul Walker, followed by Joe John Winchester, Smiley Van Buren, El Matador Toto Rosanna. Van Buren is now in second place. His teammate has just made the pass on Winchester. That's a battle for second, because that is the 8-3 car, Doug Pork, a lap down already, who is in between the 11 and the 00 now. The 00 is the only car of Spub and Mortport's, their 3-car team that has not won a race yet this year.
Hey, it's fucking chaos out here.
It is. Look at that. A lot of lap traffic, cars everywhere.
Lotta Buncha Bagels.
Absolutely, on the whole Lotta Buncha Bagel 300.
Yeah, I bought a big old bagel, 300.
The whole half-mile, 3-mile, quarter-mile, 8-mile, 2-mile bagel.
Half-cheese, quarter cheese, 2 Mr. Coach next Swimming Days, 300.
And a number 7 with extra dip.
And make it swim.
That's disgusting.
Oh, shoot.
That's one of the worst bits of diner lingo I've ever heard, and I've heard a lot of diner lingo. I've been to a lot of Waffle House. Make it swim.
And I've committed a lot of dino lingus in my fair share of diners.
Is that when they're old enough to be considered prehistoric?
That's when you press the wrong buttons on the jukebox.
Oh, okay, fair enough. That's
I just want to queue up them damn Waffle House anthems 20 times in a row. Why come indeed, yeah.
It's when your T-bone gets a little greasy.
Well, I didn't know Waffle House had an anthem, but I'm all for it.
Ain't you been to Waffle House where they have all them Waffle House songs in the jukebox?
Oh, okay. You mean like the jukebox that just plays the whatever they got? It ain't like an official Waffle House anthem. Like I figured they'd be songs about like
official Waffle House anthem to me. Goddammit.
Oh, fair enough. If it's on the jukebox, it's a Waffle House anthem. I can't argue with that. If it's playing at a Waffle House, then it is an official anthem of the Waffle House for that very moment.
So if we are saying that Waffle House, if it was its own sovereign nation, would have Queen's Fat Bottom Girls as its national anthem.
For the moment that it's playing, yeah. Right. For the moment that it's playing. I always like to think that Fat Bottom Girls by Queen is...
I would like to enroll in dual citizenship. Thank you very much.
Well, I'm just going to tell you... Queen's Fat Bottom Girls will always be considered the anthem of the nation of my mind.
You ever check out the Sam? You ever go secret menu?
At the Waffle House?
I call one I do one called the double boner. It's what's called. It's a T-bone sandwich with a waffle, and then with another T-bone in the inverts. That's the double boner. And then you got the pancake boner. That's a waffle, a T-bone, and then another waffle.
I mean, you gotta watch you don't bite into the bone of the T-bone then if you're eating it like a sandwich or like a burrito.
You gotta be drunk as shit to get those things.
I mean, fair enough.
They're delicious at 4:30 in the morning.
Like a challenge.
Yeah, there's just so much ennui in that Waffle House staff that they are just gonna straight up be like, sure, we'll make it for you, whatever.
Every one of them can throw hands.
Absolutely.
Just make sure to treat them right.
Yeah, you take care of your Waffle House staff. They're wonderful people. They're wonderful people who have seen way worse shit than you will ever see in your life, and that's just this week.
Hey, Chip, I've met Ennui before. She is a fine Korean lady.
She's wonderful. Wonderful.
He's lovely.
I just stick to ways that I get my hash browns. I just, the cornerstone of the Waffle House meal is the hash browns. I know it's Waffle House, and of course there's going to be a waffle. That is a side dish to me. The waffle is a side dish, but the hash browns, I get mine rust proofed, I get mine saddened, and then I get them lightly crimped.
I get mine Thompson's water seal.
Yep, that'll do it.
Get mine fuel injected, supercharged, raised, lowered, slammed, and stanced.
Fair enough.
Supplemented.
It's all about getting it. I gotta try fuel injected next time. That sounds delicious. I'm not gonna lie, that sounds fantastic.
Oh, that's actually when they pour racing fuel over it like a nice sauce.
Oh, I'm having second thoughts right now. I think I might have to.
A little bit of a smoky flavor.
That sounds a little little too smoky for me. But hey, whatever. We are looking at, well, that is the full field right now. Paul Walker has been holding on to this lead since the restart at around a lap 100. The cars that had not pitted yet pitted after the restart. And Paul Walker, the 00 Nihilist Arby's car, looking for his first win of this season. And it would be booking him a ticket into the semifinals, the final 8 drivers of the Diddler Cup playoffs. And what a result that will be for Paul Walker, who has come close so many times this season, but has not been in victory lane.
And he has.
He really has. That is a strong team, the Spub and Mortport's car with Bucket Dushine and Smiley Van Buren. They invested in youth. 2 younger drivers in Van Buren and Dushine, who are both gotten wins this season already. Paul Walker is the seasoned vet of the 3, and he ain't exactly the most, I wouldn't consider him in the term veteran either. He's got the most experience of the 3. But that is a team that has got strong cars, the 00, the 11, and the 55. They know how to run a race team. And right now, it's looking like Smiley Van Buren is happy to hold on to second place. I mean, if you got a chance to race your teammate, that's just fine, but Smiley Van Buren came into this race 3rd place, Paul Walker 8th. So a big win for Paul Walker will guarantee one of the Spubby cars making it to the the 3rd round, which is when we're down to 8 cars.
Hypothetically, all these Spub and Mortport cars could slip this stage, get all 3 of their drivers locked in, and it still won't matter because it's a winner-take-all in final race.
Well, yeah, and again, we got there's 3 races in the 2nd round, there's 3 races in the semifinals, and then there's just one last race in Santa Monica, and we crown ourselves a champion based on that. And boy, the Spub and Mortport cars, if they could be 3 out of those 4 cars, that would be an outstanding achievement. That would just be one of the most amazing things to see here in the Diddler Cup Racing Series. I mean, again, we're not assuming anything just yet, of course, but man, that'd be just something. Man alive, that'd be just amazing to see.
My back of my knees are sweating just thinking about it here, Chip.
Oh man alive, it'd be something. They could just take this one and go ahead and make it a victory. But right now, it is the 11 car. It is the 11 car of Smiley Van Buren sitting in second place, trying to hold off Joe John Winchester.
Joe John Winchester, of course, he is not going to win this year's championship. His reign as champion is going to come to an end at the conclusion of this season when we're crowned a new championship. So he's just racing with nothing to lose.
Unless he can delay the space-time continuum. That is his only strategy left.
It's worth a shot. It's worth a shot. I mean, but we've already kind of moved past that point in the season. He'd have to like destroy all the records too. But I don't want to deal with no more soul gems no more. But I'm starting to notice that if the Zaxby's doesn't offer the Zaxine, then that's a sure sign that it's not one of the real ones. That ain't it. So until they get smart and start offering the Zaxine at the ones that are just, you know, dimensions into another plane of existence.
That may be part of the Kratom store.
That might be part of the Kratom store, true. Yeah, the combination
Maybe owned
Zaxby.
by the Quainons.
Yeah, the Royal Kratom, which is, it's, you don't want to go into there. If it ain't Royal Kratom, then just don't worry. And we are going 20 laps to go. Paul Walker still your leader. And, of course, there was one round of pit stops. And, of course, the pit stops allowed them to fill up with high-quality, high-octane Beepus fuel in their fuel tanks. The official fuel sponsor of the 2021 Diddler Cup. Put a little Beepus in your tank. Beepus.
Beepus, put a whole bunch of Beepus in your tank.
Yep, a whole lot of bunch of Beepus.
Bagel.
And bagel.
Beepus bagel.
You can put Beepus on your bagel, I think. On your whole lot of bunch of bagels.
Because when Beepus is on your bagel,
you can have Beepus all the time.
Poison control.
When Beepus is on your bagel, you might be entitled to financial compensation. I think that's how it works. I don't quite know no more.
If you choke on a bagel, you may be entitled to financial compensation.
All right, that's how it works. I see how it is. Okay. Well,
So they're making a sandwich now. It's a hamburger, but they make it with 3 bagels in between it. They call it the Bagelnator.
Oh, okay. There you go. Yeah. Well, it might be time to talk to your kids about the Bagelnator. That is
time to talk to your
bagels.
kids. Might be time to talk to your kids about Spub and Mort ports.
Yeah, because they are taking over here in the Diddler Cup. The 00, the 11, the 55. They are looking to put victory number 5 of the season on that team. Both Duchan and Van Buren have each got 2 wins apiece this season so far. Can the third member of that team, the 00 of Paul Walker in that nihilist Arby's car, can he get the victory and put Spub and Mort ports?
It's a done deal. But he's licking the stamp and he's sending it.
Yeah, he is.
And then he's going to cause a scene at the post office, which leads him to get thrown out of the post office.
And then they got to post his picture up there, and it ain't going to be a good shot. It's just going to be a little embarrassing. But hey, absolutely, that's kind of how that works. Look right now, that is thicker Richard Ketchup in that chugging butter car, and neck and neck with
a top 10 finish.
Yeah, look at that. Thicker Richard Ketchup, good for like again a car that was riding that got into a little bit of an accident on pit road is coming back. And so is Bobrovsky is in 8th place. Both those cars took advantage of the caution, hit it at the right time, got into a little bit of a tizzy. And here we go. And look at Smiley Van Buren. Smiley Van Buren's almost kind of watching guard. He's kind of watching guard of his teammate Paul Walker. He's making sure this is a 1-2 race. He obviously don't want to do nothing too stupid, especially when it comes to wrecking your teammate. That would be like an ultimate stupid thing to do at this point. I mean, you're in 2nd place, you got to wreck the guy in front of you. Sure, I understand. That's how it works. If it's your teammate, that ain't a fun bus ride home.
It's not like the Jets happened last week.
Yeah, that's the thing you don't want to see happen. That was just poor communication between Jeff Shanice and a horse. Just simple as that.
That's right. You'd figure that a human and a horse would be able to just communicate clearly with one another, but evidently that ain't the case.
I mean, if they can do it 3 times a year and win a triple crown at Pimlico and whatnot, then I mean, you know, who's saying they can't just do it in a race
I heard
in a race car?
Horse was from I heard the 18 horse was from Schenectady, the one that won the Belmont Stakes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in upstate New York.
Oh, heck, all right. Well, there we go. Well, right now we're seeing Smiley Van Buren is a second behind leader, Paul Walker, who is contending with some lap down trap. He's going to put the horse down. We were just talking about the horse. Jeff Gordon, the horse, is about to be put a lap down if Paul Walker can get past him.
Oh, you said you're going to put him a lap down.
Yeah, a lap down. That is not any sort of thing I have an authority to say about, nor do I expect the people at Iron Jeff Racing.
Are you kidding me? Jeff Gordon, the horse, is one of our top selling drivers in terms of merchandise sales.
Absolutely. Are you kidding me? They'd be fools to do anything to break up the team.
That's what they tell me at the unlicensed merchandise store that comes around every Diddler Cup Race Series weekend. We got 4 laps to go.
Look at this, 4 to go. Joe John Winchester coming back after getting eliminated from the playoffs to put in a top 5 finish, a top 3 finish, a podium finish for him. 3rd place, that's a strong finish for Joe John Winchester, who was very clearly and very obviously upset of the bad fortune. He basically crashed out at all 3 of the first round races.
He has so much hate in his heart for Jeff Gordon, the horse.
Yep.
I mean, it's a marked improvement over the kind of hate that his father had.
Yes.
In his heart for other people. I'll take it over horse. 2 to go.
It's an improvement. I'll leave it at that. 2 to go. Looking at Bobrovsky sitting in 8th place right now. Triple X Macklin looking to put a top 10 finish into South Tucson Youth Motorsports alongside, I guess just him. White flag, and it's Paul Walker looking to make the pass on the horse to put him a lap down. It's neck and neck, and that is a long horse neck. So that is going to be, there it is, and Paul Walker, it may not matter to him, but the Nihilist Arby's card
hell of a finish
is your winner.
That means all of Spud Mark Parton's cards and Lotta race this season, and more importantly means Paul Walker can just relax the next 2 weekends. The next 2 races, I should say.
Did you say Mort Portnley?
Mort Portnley.
Mort Portnley. I think I knew a lawyer named Mort Portnley. He was a pudgy fella.
I think he was the fella that helped me with my 50 UI case.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, I probably recommended him. There you go. So, we have had ourselves a goddamn auto race. And our winner is
whole lot of auto race.
Whole lot of bunch of racing. And our winner is Paul Walker. And he looks thrilled in that 00 Nihilist Arby's car. He has booked himself a spot into the final 8 of the Diddler Cup playoffs. That is the first of 3 potential drivers to book a spot automatically with winning. And we're going to look at the rest of the top 10.
He booked himself a round 8 spot with that 8 head he's got going on.
Absolutely he has. And Smiley Van Buren, his teammate, in 2nd place. Joe John Winchester, good finish for him in 3rd place. Fat Darrell in 4th. El Matador Toto Rosanna in 5th. So that's a couple of non-playoff drivers in 4th and 5th. That put very good finishes here. Petrol top off in 60s, another playoff driver in the running. Jeff Tanaka with a 7th place finish. Strong comeback for Jeff Tanaka after getting involved in the wreck that was the lone caution of this race. Bobrovsky with the 8th place finish. Good finish for the number 1 Gray Bits car. Triple X Macklin in that 13, finishing in 9th place. And Thicker Richard Ketchup, 2 of the Adjective Foods cars, starting to figure things out. And putting a good finish to the season, maybe starting to look towards next year and figure out what they do with the team, because they have not been performing all that well this year. But that's a good rate. That's a good individual finish right there. 2 of your 3 cars in the top 10. You'll take it every time, won't you?
That's right.
Well, we're going to take a look at, let's go ahead and make it official. The official winner of the whole Lotta Buncha Bagel 300. Had to make sure I got that one right. Is Paul Walker in the Nihilist Arby's 00 Ford.
Whole lot of bunch of driving fast.
Whole lot of bunch of
big old forehead.
Whole lot of bunch of meats. And there is the playoff field. That's how it's looking right now. Henri, Pastor Chavez, Boner Pillman, and Giacomo are the 4 drivers currently sitting in the danger zone of potentially being eliminated. And we're seeing these are the standings as full. As you see, and there you go, 40, 33, 15, and 4. Including a past champion and a couple of race winners this year, potentially on the outs. They got 2 more races to make up for it. We'll see how it works. But this is the rest of the standings. Of course, 17 down to 32 is the race for the non-playoff drivers. Of course, after you get eliminated from the playoffs, it basically becomes a battle for 5th place. But don't worry, we got to catch ourselves a red eye to the brown eye for tomorrow night. The Get Pumped 400 is coming tomorrow night. We head on a red-eye flight to Die Puppenhausen, and we go to Dirchfall, Germany. These drivers are going to be jet-lagged as fuck as they are driving
just the way we want it
on one of the most dangerous racetracks that the Diddler Cup has.
Sleep deprivation and alcohol inhibition.
Absolutely. We take the red eye to the brown eye.
Back of my Dracula.
Tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern is the time that this race will be broadcast. And we are at Die Puppenhausen for the Get Pumped 400. It is Die Puppenhausen, a 28-lap race in Dirchfall, Germany. Cannot wait to see how that one's going to go. And we're going to find out if we have another automatic spot making it to the round of 8. Or if we just have a little bit more chaos and see how everything just shakes out. That is going to be our next race in just a little over 24 hours time. We got ourselves a red eye to catch. I hope they still serve alcohol on these planes, right? They don't make me I don't got to bring my own, right? I do anyway, but I don't got to bring my own, right?
own anyway.
Yeah,
that's
right. Carry.
But they give it to you for free, right? They don't start. I know that some of these flats they start like charging you for stuff and everything. They don't like. The alcohol's free, I think, on international flats still. I hope so. Last I checked, this was America.
Just drink the hand sanitizer.
Yeah, last I checked, this was America until we took off, and then is it still like international waters? You got to go a certain amount of time, and like at what point in the air? How high do you have to go before it's no longer? Like, I know there's international waters is like 5 miles out or something like that.
It's under a different jurisdiction where it's international skies.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Like, if I'm going to commit crimes, they're going to be air crimes, and you got to send the air cops after me, okay?
Can you murder a man in space and it can be considered legal?
Well, you won't hear him scream.
I know.
That's part of the reason why you should do it that way. Oh, that again, there ain't that many people in space these days, so like they kind of have a good tracking of who's there, so they're gonna know someone's missing. But I mean, hey, accidents happen in space. Well, anyway, let's think about some sky crimes that we can commit on our way to Dirchfall, Germany. But first things first, let's head to some replays and see what in the absolute hell happened in this goddamn auto race. Just think about sky crimes now. Air cops. You know, Air Cop would be a great drama. Cop. I'd watch Air Cops. Just, you know, guys in helicopters. It's like cops, but it's just all happening in the sky. Well, we saw that is Morris Mayfield in that 69 car. He was on the pole, and he was leading the laps for about the first 40. Then we saw a pack of 4 cars kind of take away from everybody. It was the 28, the 35, the 00, and the 69 car.
Nice.
But at lap 45, Paul Alcohol got himself 5 big points. He moved up from 12th to 6th, currently in the playoff standings, so he's looking good for the moment.
It looked like he might win this damn race.
Yeah, he was looking really good. He had a great car. Once he started dealing with lap traffic, that interval started to slow down a little bit. And we saw this is where everything started going. Green flag pit stops right at when they're supposed to happen made Paul Walker the race leader. And then this was what happened. Coming off a pit road, Ennio Sparini gets into Jeff Tanaka. Tanaka would end up with a top 10 finish, so it didn't hurt his car too much. And we're gonna see this is from the view of the 88 car, and you can see just going down the pit did not. That's a spotter. That's a spotter calling. That's a spotter not calling that for him. There's no way you can see that.
He's in the bathroom taking a dump.
Yeah, that's a spotter just thinking he can take it up. We're seeing from Ennio Sparini's point of view right now, probably the same thing. Yeah, just no chance for that one. Again, those are a couple of sponsors that are out having a smoke or taking a dump and thinking that it'd be fine because they're just in pit road.
The old smoky dump.
Yep, the old smoky dump. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, or a smump, as it's called. And there we see just a little bit of contact. Bobrovsky and Thicker Richard Ketchup didn't seem to bother them too much. They both got top 10 finishes today, but just a little bit of contact coming out of the pit roads. This was the restart at lap 100. Ricky Walton was the leader, so 5 points to the 32 team, but they immediately went to pit road alongside Jean-Paul Henry and Reverend Pastor Chavez, which meant Paul Walker was the race leader, and he held onto it from the restart all the way to the final lap. Lap traffic in the way did not matter. It was Paul Walker taking the white flag and then coming back around to win this goddamn auto race. His first win of the season. And I'm looking again. I'm just going to take a look here for a second. Paul Walker was the last time he won a race. Someone pointed out the last time that the Nihilist Arby's car won a goddamn auto race was 2017. So that's a nice time to see. But that was back when that was Morris Mayfield in the car. So that was a little bit different. Paul Walker that is Paul Walker's first career win. My goodness.
Oh my goodness.
I did not realize Paul Walker has not won a race. He has been that's his fourth. He's got a pole. Yeah, I got that confused. I think he's actually had. This is his. No, yeah, that's right. Because Morris Mayfield was on the pole. He's got 23 career top 10s in 3 seasons in the Diddler Cup. But that's his first win, and he was driving the Box of Wine car. It was the number 2 before it became the number 51, which is now part of DWI, Dixie Wimmer Incorporated Racing. But Paul Walker getting his first career win in the Diddler Cup.
That's a good job for him.
After 3 seasons.
A great effort for Paul Walker.
I think that was, I think that was, goodness, I think that was possibly the, that might have put him, tied with that, that's one of them, what do they call it? One of them races without a, longest without a win.
Yeah, because I know Richard Blood was up there in the rankings.
He had it for a while. Now, Paul Walker. Yeah, Paul Walker does not no longer have that. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at my stats here to see if he's actually got.
My longest drought was when I went 2 weeks without touching my penis.
Fair enough.
My longest drought was when I went 2 weeks without having sex at the titty bar.
Yep, that'll do it. Well, of active drivers, there are 2 drivers that in 2 full seasons of the Diddler Cup have not gotten a full win after starting this many races. And
what about a half a win?
Nope. I don't know if he can get a half a win. Well, those 2 drivers are Nikolai the Soviet Driving Bear and Doug Pork. So that's so I believe Paul Walker no longer is the longest. That is a 60 race drought that he just broke with a win. I did not even know that stat because I just assumed that Paul Walker has always been with 23 top 10 finishes in 60 races, in 61 races. And that's his first win. I just didn't even dawn on me. Goodness me.
Apples to mind.
Wow. Well, that is a good race. Congratulations to Paul Walker for that one. Maybe he'll crack a smile if he's not just full of ennui and nihilism. But maybe he just looked like the old Yukon mascot. I don't what know, but we're going to see you tomorrow night at Die Puppenhosen, Dirchfall, Germany. We got ourselves a red eye to the brown eye, as it's going to get all sorts of shitty in Dirchfall for the Get Pumped 400 That is tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern is the time right here on this network.
I need to get my travel pillow.
Yeah, we gotta. Is it like the little it looks like what looks like they sell them in Dirtfall. They look like little toilet seats, so they just kind of make it like a marketing thing, make it look more like a toilet seat because it just kind of goes around your neck.
Yeah,
those are great. I just usually cozy up to whatever person is sitting next to me, and
Don't you get any damn ideas?
It ain't gonna be us. I know they put us in different seats. They put us in separate rows. It's fine. I'm just gonna cozy up and use the. Hope that I get someone who's a little bit overweight, and I can just kind of cozy up into their arm fat and just use that as a pillow. That's why I love the middle seat. I kind of it feels nice and cozy. It's like you're getting a big hug. It's like you're wearing one of them like weighted blankets, except it's just two fat people.
It's a sweaty weighted blanket.
Exactly. It's a whole lot of bunch of blanket. Well, it has been a goddamn auto race. We're gonna see you. We got to get ourselves checked in, and hopefully they do that whole that quick TSA thing, so we don't have to worry about getting there on time. Because we don't get to airports early. We just show up on the
TSA pre-com.
Exactly. I mean, if they let me, sure. But that has been the Diddler Cup. We'd like to thank y'all for joining us here at the Diddler Cup Racing Series. We will see you again tomorrow night in Dirtfall, Germany. Happy Dia de los Diddler. And I don't know how time zones work. We might be celebrating the same holiday tomorrow. I don't know how it works. It might be. If not, see you tomorrow. In a little bit more than a day's time. And then, there's time zones. And look, we're time traveling. We're getting on an airplane. It's a chair in the sky. Right. I don't know how it works.
That's right. We've discovered that time is just a construct that Martinsville Speedway made up because they're afraid to have us race there so they could sell more of them stupid grandfather clocks.
Yep, exactly. Exactly.
I ain't no clock sucker.
Yeah. Take that, Father Time. Father Time, more like motherfucker.
Father Time, more like doesn't even lift.
Yeah.
You don't
Who's
even
he
have
beating?
That dad strength.
Father Time ain't beating nobody, Paul Walker.
But Paul Walker has beaten everybody.
He has beaten somebody today. He has gotten his first win. Paul Walker is your winner. We'll see you tomorrow at Dirtfall. Do not miss it at the Poopinhosen. It's a race you always want to check out here for the Diddler Cup. For Lightning Lord Shivers, Beaumont Jenkins, Chip Chapman. We'll see you next time. Dang, I got to find my passport.
I've just poured on mine. It's fine.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah.
Why do I need to get a passport and a vaccine? The vaccine's not even country.
Yep.
Just talk to Phil. He'll make sure you got all the documents you need.
Exactly. That's what I'm doing. I'm trusting them on that one.